What we are doing now is a ceremony called the signing of the Katubah, which is the wedding document, the wedding license, which has been written according to Jewish tradition and in keeping with the desires of the bride and groom to marry each other. And it will be witnessed by two witnesses. We have Mark? No? David and Mason. David and Mason, who are going to be witnessing this signing. Why all of you are standing around when only these two people are witnessing is because at most Jewish weddings in which I officiate, people ask me, are the bride and groom actually married to each other before they actually get married under the chuppah, the canopy, because they've signed the document before? And the answer to the question is? It depends. No, the answer to the question is they are not married even though this document is signed. That is because, according to the Jewish tradition, there are two parts of the Jewish wedding ceremony. One is when the two witnesses actually sign the document, and the other is when Seth and Kelly exchange the rings and say the vows to each other in front of the entire community, and they hear the words that they say to each other. So even though we have a very intimate setting here, which is sort of the four people here and the parents and you who are part of the wedding party, we have to share this with the entire community who's going to be coming in a few minutes. So it's a very special moment, sort of a private inner moment that you are part of right now and you are witnessing right now. And so we wanted to make you feel that and know that and understand that this is the beginning and the kernel of the wedding ceremony that's going to take place in a few minutes. So enjoy this moment as we ask the two witnesses to sign. By the way, this is the traditional time when the bride is veiled, because there was a time in Jewish life when one of our great ancestors, marrying off his beautiful daughter, or his not so beautiful daughter, to our patriarch Jacob, slipped in his other daughter before he married off the daughter that was supposed to get married off. And so in order to prevent any sort of misunderstanding that Seth wakes up tomorrow morning with, well, you don't have a sister, right? No. But wakes up Marty. Wake up tomorrow morning with Kelly's brother. We have this ceremony where Seth looks and he actually lifts the bride up. He doesn't lift the bride up. In a moment. I don't deal with that. That's later on. You lift the veil up. Come on, you lift the veil up and you look and see that this is indeed your bride, and that this is a contract that both of you are undertaking of your own free will. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Traditionally, Orthodox Jews will give the groom only a handkerchief that he holds on to as a symbol of acquisition to say that he is actually confirming this contract which is being made. But in a more liberal, egalitarian Judaism, both bride and groom, they symbolically, not only symbolically, but they physically acknowledge that this is the contract that they are signing and they are witnessing. That's my stamp.
Yeah, that's really.
That's totally true.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you have witnessed this signing, if you will join together by holding each other's hands for a moment, all of us here, I'm going to do it like this. Come on, Mom, get in there. There is a beautiful bracha, a beautiful blessing, which is said by us when we are celebrating our times of greatest joy and greatest happiness. We say this bracha, this blessing, at the beginning of all festivals, Rosh Hashanah included as not one of the festivals, but High Holy Day, on Hanukkah, on all days that we celebrate. It's called the Shechianu, which gives thanks to God for having kept us alive and sustaining us and having brought us to this day. And what Seth and Kelly learned, one of the first things they learned in the class that I taught, was that if you don't know exactly all of the words for bracha, for a blessing, you get credit for saying it by just saying the word amen at the end. It's as if you said it, okay? So if you don't know it, don't worry. When we get to the end, which is when we're going to stop talking, then you say amen. So if you know it, say it with us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu la'zman hazeh. Amen. Praised are you, Lord our God, King of the world, who has kept us alive and sustained us, and who has brought us to this wonderful and magnificent super day. Amen. Amen. Mazel tov, everybody.